Jesus is God's Son. He loved to help people. Jesus did many miracles. He healed the sick. He made blind people see. Jesus even brought dead people back to life. People were amazed by Jesus. They knew he was special. They believed in his power. One day, Jesus' disciples were in a boat. They had set out to cross the Sea of Galilee, a journey they had made many times before. They were sailing on the Sea of Galilee. It was dark. The wind howled. The sky was filled with ominous clouds, and the air was thick with tension. Waves crashed against their boat. The sea was unforgiving, with waves towering over them, threatening to capsize the small vessel. The disciples were very scared. The storm got worse. Their hearts pounded with fear. As the storm's fury intensified, the disciples thought they would drown. They clung to the sides of the boat, their knuckles white with the effort. They cried out for help. Their voices were almost lost in the roar of the storm, but their desperation was clear. Suddenly, the disciples saw someone walking on the water. It was Jesus. He walked towards them on top of the waves. The disciples couldn't believe their eyes. They were terrified. They thought they were seeing a ghost. "Don't be afraid," Jesus said. "It is I." The disciples were terrified, thinking they were seeing a ghost. But Jesus reassured them, saying, "Don't be afraid, it is I." Peter, one of the disciples, called out to Jesus, "Lord, if it is really you, let me walk on water to you." With a calm and inviting voice, Jesus responded, "Come." Peter, filled with faith and courage, stepped out of the boat. His heart pounded as his feet touched the surface of the water. He couldn't believe it. He was actually walking on water. He walked on the water, his eyes fixed on Jesus. Each step was a testament to his faith and trust in the Lord. But then Peter's focus wavered. He noticed the strong wind and the crashing waves around him. Doubt began to creep into his mind. Fear took hold of him, and he began to sink into the water. The once solid surface beneath his feet now felt like quicksand. Desperately, Peter cried out, "Lord, save me!" His voice was filled with panic and desperation. Without hesitation, Jesus immediately reached out and caught him. "You of little faith," Jesus said gently. "Why did you doubt?" Peter was safe, and his faith was strengthened by the experience. Jesus and Peter climbed into the boat. The storm immediately stopped. The disciples were amazed. They had just witnessed something extraordinary, something beyond their understanding. The sea, which had been raging moments before, was now as calm as a mirror. The transformation was so sudden and so complete that it left them in awe. They could hardly believe their eyes. The power of Jesus was undeniable. They knew only God could do such a miracle. They worshipped Jesus. Their hearts were filled with reverence and gratitude. They bowed down, acknowledging his divine authority. In that moment, they understood that Jesus was not just a teacher or a prophet, but the Son of God. Their faith was strengthened, and their trust in him grew deeper. They felt a profound sense of peace and assurance. "Truly, you are the Son of God," they said. Their voices were filled with conviction and wonder. This declaration was not just a statement, but a heartfelt confession of their belief. They had seen his miracles, heard his teachings, and now they were certain of his divine nature. This realization brought them closer to him, and they felt a renewed sense of purpose and direction. This story teaches us about faith. It reminds us that no matter how turbulent our lives may become, we can find peace and calm by trusting in Jesus. His presence brings comfort and hope. When we face challenges and uncertainties, we can rely on his strength and guidance. Faith in him transforms our fears into courage and our doubts into confidence. When we trust in Jesus, even when we are afraid, we can do amazing things. Our faith empowers us to overcome obstacles and achieve what seems impossible. It gives us the courage to step out of our comfort zones and take bold actions. With Jesus by our side, we can face any storm and emerge victorious. Our trust in him opens the door to limitless possibilities. Jesus is always with us. His presence is a constant source of strength and comfort. He walks with us through every trial and triumph. We are never alone, for he is our guide and protector. His love surrounds us, giving us the assurance that we can face any challenge with confidence. Knowing that he is with us brings peace to our hearts and minds. We must never be afraid to trust in him. Our faith in Jesus is our greatest asset. It anchors us in times of trouble and lifts us in moments of joy. By placing our trust in him, we find the strength to persevere and the courage to dream. Let us always remember that with Jesus all things are possible. Trust in him always, and you will see his miracles unfold in your life.